Hello creators and welcome back. My name is Shayna and I am so blessed that you decided to spend your day with me. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to embroider this Christmas skirt from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so let's go ahead and unpackage the fabric. They put so many fasteners on here. It took me a little minute. Okay, we finally have the fabric released. And what we're going to do now is let's just go ahead and spread it wide open so we can kind of feel the material and see what we're working with. This particular product is from the brand The Christmas Shop at Hobby Lobby, and it is 48 inches in diameter. It reminds me of a very thin comforter, and I like how the top feels velvety. Let's see if I want to use the 8x13 Mighty Hoop for this design. Finding the center and deciding, yes, I actually do want to use the 8x13 Mighty Hoop. To create our design, we will be using the Embroidery software. It's important to verify that your entire stitch file fits within the bounds that you have set. So now we're going to go ahead and bump up the compensation on the word Conwell. Next, let's bump up the compensation on the word family. You're able to instantly see how the thread appears thicker. I'm very happy with the final edits. I want you to note that the file does not appear to be centered in the hoop, as you can see where the mouse is pointing right now, because this font is designed with flourishes, as you can see on the letter C and the letter Y. Go ahead and scroll up. You're going to click on File. You're going to click on Print. Your dialog box will pop up, and hit Print one more time. Our 3 pages have printed out, 2 pages for the stitch file, and 1 page for the thread sequence. But for our design, it's quite simple, and we only have 1 color that we're going to be using, so we don't need that additional page right now. Go ahead and put it to the side. Grab your favorite pair of scissors so we can go ahead and cut out the rest of the design that ended up on page 2, and we're going to go ahead and connect it to the rest of the design that printed on page 1. Grab 2 pieces of tape so that we can align the 2 pieces of paper using the crosshairs. I'm happy with the way that this looks, so let's grab our scissors again and just cut off this additional space that we don't need on the piece of paper to ensure that we could fit the design within the hoop. Okay, keep in mind now, we're just reminding ourselves where the center of the tree skirt is. We're going to follow those diamonds down and find our placement. Keep in mind, to ensure that our design is centered, it is our job to find the true center of the stitch file. So right here where you see the crosshairs, again, that's not going to be the center, right? We want to pay attention not to the flourishes, but to the words. We want to find the center of the words, which appears to be between the W and the M. So just like how we do when we're working with heat transfer vinyl, we're going to go ahead and fold our design in half. There, and now we can see the true center. And the center that you see here is where we're going to place in the center of those diamonds to ensure that the stitch out is perfectly centered. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up my fold mark that I made, so let me go ahead and grab a green marker so you guys can see it better. Let's move the mighty hoop out of the way. We're locating our center placement and we're lining that up with our green marks. Now you can see that the name Conwell and family will be stitched out directly in the center of the tree skirt, and I'm loving the placement right here. If I'm embroidering, I am most likely, no, pretty much 100% of the time going to be using water-soluble stabilizer topping because I don't like when the embroidery stitches kind of sink into the fabrics. So I do recommend you guys do the same. So right here, it's just a bolt of water-soluble stabilizer, and I'm just cutting it to size. Okay, so we have our topper already cut out, so that's good. But you know what? I want to talk to you guys about mighty hoops real quick. So the mighty hoop that we're using today is specifically designed for embroidering blankets, large items such as quilts, and you'll see the difference when you look at these brackets. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab the more commonly purchased 8x13 mighty hoops. So this is the bottom ring right here that you're seeing right now. So we're used to seeing the bottom ring without brackets, right? Because normally the bottom ring would go within the hoodie. And this top part that I'm holding, the actual mighty hoop, you're going to use it on the outside of the hoodie, right? And then the hoodie arms just hang down on the sides of the embroidery machine, right? No big deal. But it's kind of different when you want to embroider large items such as blankets, and that's the reason why we are going to be using the 8x13-inch mighty hoop with the brackets attached to the bottom ring. I like when I have the proper tools to do the job. It makes me more efficient, and I like not having to stand in front of the embroidery machine making sure that something doesn't accidentally get sucked in under the bottom and accidentally embroidered. I'll show you when we head to the embroidery machine exactly what I'm talking about. You guys are going to love it. We are going to use 2 pieces of cutaway stabilizer. So right now I'm just ensuring that we're cutting it long enough to be able to be caught between the hoop. We don't want any loosey-goosey backings. Okay, we're going to grab our 2 pieces of cutaway stabilizer and put it on top of the bottom hoop. And I realize that you guys can't see what I'm doing, so let me go ahead and lift this up. We have the bottom of the mighty hoop. We have our 2 layers of stabilizer. When you use the mighty hoops, ensure that the warning label is pointing towards the throat of your embroidery machine, right? Now you can see that it's pointing towards me. However, we're going to hoop the item upside down so that when we head to the embroidery machine, all that additional fabric, the other 48 inches of the fabric, is not squished at the throat, okay? Did you guys see that? Did you see how smooth we just hooped the material? Gotta love the mighty hoops. And if you want the smoothest stitch out, don't forget your water-soluble top. topping, okay? Let's go ahead and flip our hoop over, and you see how tight the cutaway stabilizer is? And it was literally effortless. Go ahead and grab the stitch printout. We're going to go ahead and place it on the hoop for the last time, just to triple check. We want to make sure that it's in the proper placement, and it is. I am happy with the hooping, I'm happy with the materials, happy with the printout. Let's go ahead and head to the embroidery machine. The third arm that you see sticking out right here is called the Tubular Hoop Support, and we basically use it to help hold up heavy fabrics such as quilts, blankets, carhart jackets. The hoop support can also reduce vibrations when using certain frames. I kind of do it the easy way. Or this is the color of the old thread. The thread that we just removed was yellow. And this is gold. And all I'm doing is tying this in a knot, y'all. Just a simple knot like that. I'm gonna let it drop. I'm gonna come down here. Let's move, you guys. We're just gonna pull the number 8. You see, it used to be yellow. I'm just pulling it until my gold comes through. Yep, you guys can see my knot that I did right there. Okay. What we're gonna do is go to the machine real quick. We need to go to number 8. And we're gonna push the threading button. The thread foot comes out. All you do and then you find right here that aligns with your number 8, and you cut the thread. I wanted to jump back in here and show you guys the brackets, the ones that are different than the regular Mighty Hoop 8x13 brackets. How these brackets are attached to the bottom ring. Okay, so if you want to see underneath what it looks like, we're still using the Tubular Hoop Support. And you notice that there is no fabric hanging under the machine. We are nearing the end of our embroidery design. And again, this was a 46-minute stitch out. Music to my ears. All right, friends, so we're back, and that was about a 46-minute stitch, so let's go ahead and pull it off the machine. This design turned out so well. I love the way that it lays. I love the way that it's stitched. The color, I believe, well, we'll see when we take off the water-soluble stabilizer how it looks against the red, but so far, I'm really happy with this product. So now we're in the overhead. All you gotta do is pull off the Mighty Hoop. Put it to the side over here. This is what the back looks like. We're gonna cut that off. Remove your backing. I don't know why this is my favorite part of projects. Like, how cleanly can I rip this stabilizer off? And just like that, an hour later, we are done with our project. We made a handmade, personalized Christmas present for our friends. We digitized our own font. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't do all that. But I just love it. Do you guys love it? Please let me know down in the comments if you guys are going to be making this project as well. Okay, bye.